Hi, boys and girls. It's time for our Fundations lesson for today. I hope you're enjoying your snack and you've had a good morning so far. I wonder what the fruit or vegetable of the day is. I hope it's yummy for you. I hope you guys are really trying it. I know some of you don't like to, but make sure you're trying it. Okay, so as we get started today, there are a couple of things that I want us to try, and hopefully we've all hand sanitized. Right now, get out your yellow language arts notebook and a pencil while you're eating your snack so that we can do this together because you'll be doing some writing today. And some of you it's not yellow, some of you it's red or black, but most of you it's yellow. So go ahead and grab out that language arts notebook. Okay, perfect. Now while you're doing that, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of the sounds that we know. We all can recognize and write the letter M very well. And we know that M says M, man, m. But I wonder if you've ever tried this trick before. Everybody say the M sound, but hold it out for a long time like this. Okay, stop. All right, now I want you to try it again. But next time, I want you to pinch your nose while you're doing it and see what happens. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. It doesn't work, does it? Try it again. Now make sure you pinch your nose and make sure you're trying to make the M sound. It doesn't work when you pinch your nose. Try in, nest, n. Now hold out the That's crazy, isn't it? Those two sounds are called nasal sounds because we make them by pushing the air through our nose. If you notice your lips are closed on the M, no sound is getting out there. The sound is vibrating from our throats up our throat and out through our nasal passage as well as the N. My lips aren't closed, but watch my tongue. It blocks off all of the air, so it's coming through your nose. They're nasal. The reason that I wanted you to know that is not because I wanted you to touch your nose a bunch, but it's because you need to know that that nasal sound can sometimes mess with a vowel sound. If a vowel comes right before an M or an N, it may change the sound of the vowel a little bit. Let's try that. Quickly, I'm going to show you a word. All right, I know some of you probably read that in your head. Some of you probably said it out loud, but I want you to tap this out. The word is pat. Now slide it together. Pat. Good. Try one more time. Pat. Very good. Great job with that. All right, now I'm going to change just one letter in this word. I'm going to take out the T, and I'm going to substitute an N. Are you ready to tap this out? The second word? Pan. That doesn't sound right. Pan. No, we don't say that word pan. We say pan, right? Because the A is changed a little bit by that nasal N. And that happens all the time with N's and M's. And sometimes it's just easier to know how to spell and read these words if we glue those sounds together. Now, let me show you how you mark that up. If you're going to glue a sound together, you just draw a box around it. That's all you do. Like A-L-L, ball, all. How that A sound was changed by those double L's. Same thing. This A is changed by the N. So we're going to glue those together. And the word for this, we're going to call it A-N, fan-an. Now, I know there's not a poster or a resource up yet, but right now, Miss Redmond, this is your cue. There is a poster kind of rolled up next to that filing shelf beside the smartboard. And it is called Glued and Welded Sounds, and it's a pretty green and blue color. If for right now you want to just kind of hold that up for them to see, we're going to go through a couple of sounds. Or if you can't find it, that's fine. We'll talk about it later, and you can ask me or look for it when you've got more time during planning or something. And you can post it up over on the blackboard behind the computers. I think there's space over there. You can cover up something. But we will be looking at glued and welded sounds. So for right now, I want you to know that A-N, fan, an, or A-N, pan, an, since that was our example, is going to be a glued sound that we'll work with just like A-M. Remember, M was that first nasal sound that we practiced. A-M, ham, am, says that same a instead of a sound, am. So those two sounds are glued. So let's practice writing a couple of sounds. I'm going to say them, and you're going to tap them out and slide them together twice, and then you're going to write them down in your yellow notebook, or red or black, whichever one it is. So the first word that I want you to tap out and spell, knowing, and actually I'll hold this up so that you can see it, our new glued sounds, A-N and A-M, A-M, are the words can, as in the can of soup was spilled, can. Okay, and you can mark it up by boxing up that glued sound. Good job. The next word I'm going to ask you to spell is ram, ram. Don't ram into me with your scooter. Ram, am. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to tell you. Because A-N and A-M are glued together and it's two letters, we're going to use two fingers when we tap those out. So if we were going to tap out P-An, we would say P-An. Because we're going to teach our brain that the An sound is always made by A-N. And we're going to teach our brain that the Am sound is always made by A-M. So if we said stamp, ooh, that's a good one. Stamp. We would say am, am, to tap that out. Good job. So when you're tapping them, those welded or glued sounds go together. If it's two letters, you do two, and in a minute, we will talk about three letters. Good job. All right, the next word is yam. Yam. Yam is very similar to a sweet potato. A yam is very similar to a sweet potato. Yam, yam. Okay, so right now you should have the words can, ram, and yam written on your paper, and I'm going to write them really quickly to make sure. Can, ram, and yam. And I'm going to go all out, and I am going to mark up these letters the best that I can. And remember, these are all closed syllables, so you can go through and mark yours as well. Does yours paper look like mine? Can, ram, yam? I hope so. If not, fix it real quick and nobody has to know. Fix it, fix it. Okay, good job. Now, are you guys ready to find some more glued sounds? I hope, Miss Redmond, by this time you maybe found the poster. Hopefully. Okay. I'm organized in my mind, but it may be a little bit of a mess up here, so we'll see. All right, the next glued sounds that we are going to learn are all three-letter glued sounds. So when we tap them out, we're going to tap them out with 3 fingers, okay? So the first one, and you can look at mine or you can look at Miss Redmond's chart if she has it, so that you can see the picture with it, is A-N-G. Now remember, before we would say A-N-G, ang, ang. That's weird. We don't say that, so that's not the way it is. A-N-G is like in fang, ang. A-N-G, fang, ang. A-N-G, fang, ang. Good job. All right, the next is I-N-G. I-N-G. Ing, ing. That's not what we say, is that we give it a long E. So it's ing, ring, ing. Your turn. ing, ring, ing. Good job. One more time. ing, ring, ing. Great job. Okay, so the next sound is ong. ong, song, ong. Your turn. ong, song, ong. Very good. The next one is a UNG. Notice A-I-O-U. I don't see any E's up here, but it's almost every vowel has a glued sound. UNG, lung, ung. Lung. Okay, you can hear it. UNG, lung, ung. UNG, lung, ung. Good job. All right, the next, drop the G, and they add a K on the end. Notice all of these have N's in them. It's a vowel N, and that's what's changing because it's nasal. Okay, so let's try A-N-K, bank, ank. A-N-K, bank, ank. Good job. I-N-K, pink, ink. I-N-K, pink, ink. Good. O-N-K, honk, onk. O-N-K, honk, onk. Good job. And U-N-K, junk, unk. U-N-K, junk, unk. You guys did a great job. All right, we're going to try to spell some words with these glued sounds too, okay? And I'm going to hold this up for you while I say them. Remember, when you tap them out, I want you to say whatever sounds come before, do the 3 welded letters together, and then any sounds that come after it. Okay, the first word I want you to do is hang. 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 Try it again. Hang. Hang. All right, write that down. Good. All right, the next word is sung. Sung. She sung beautifully. Sung. Sung. Good job. Sung. Sung. Good. All right, get that down. Ooh. Long. Long. A lot of people spell that with an A because la, it sounds like la, but it's not. We know ong, like in song, O-N-G, song, ong, ong, long, long. Good job. All right, and the last one is chunk. Chunk. Oh, I hear a digraph. Do you guys hear a digraph? Ch-unk, chunk. Ch-unk, chunk. All right, hopefully, as you guys have written down those sounds and those words, I hope you weren't talking and that you got to them, okay? You were able to make your page look a lot like mine. Forgot what some words I said. I picked out a few and then I didn't have them written down already. That's not it. It's supposed to be sung. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? Long. Now I'm doing all my glued sounds with boxes around them. And then, ooh, that digraph. Who can remember how to mark up a digraph? Did I hear you say you underline the 2 letters? That's exactly right. All right, so you should have hang. This is supposed to be sung, but I put an O for song. So S-U-N-G, sung. Long is the O-N-G, and chunk is the U-N-K. All right. You guys and girls did an absolutely fabulous job with that. As you're writing in just a minute, I want you to think about those welded sounds so that you're not concerned. I know you did a great job with your sparkle words yesterday. So use what you know about words, how we're unlocking that English language, and let that guide you as a reader and a writer. Thanks, you guys. You can put those up and finish up your snacks. Get ready for writing.